The story begins when Elias, a curious and studious young librarian who works in an ancient library known for housing rare and forgotten books. During a night of work, he finds a dusty and old codex called Codex Inferna, which promises the secret of immortality, but at a price. Each page contains rituals and dark secrets that require sacrifices to unleash their power. As he begins to study the codex, Elias awakens supernatural forces that come to haunt him, trying to recover the forbidden book. He finds himself in a struggle to survive, and at the same time is drawn more and more to the power and knowledge that the Codex offers. Codex Inferna. Elias, a meticulous young librarian, works at the Antiqua Library, a place filled with rare and forgotten books. One night, while organizing the shelves, he finds a dusty old codex titled Codex Inferna. Intrigued, Elijah begins reading and discovers that the book promises the secret of immortality at a terrible price. Each page contains dark rituals and sacrifices necessary to unleash its power. Elias, fascinated and somewhat fearful, decides to study the codex in secret. As he reads, he begins to have disturbing visions and frightening dreams. The supernatural forces mentioned in the book seem to be awakening, and Elijah realizes that he is being watched by sinister entities to prove that the Codex is true. Elijah performs a small ritual described on the pages of the book. The result is the manifestation of a dark force that grants him unexpected power. However, the price is high. Elijah discovers that he has made an unconscious sacrifice, sacrificing part of his own soul. Supernatural entities, now aware that Elijah possesses the Codex, begin to pursue him relentlessly. Elias is forced to use his acquired powers to defend himself, but each use of the Codex further alienates him from his humanity. As time passes, Elias becomes increasingly dependent on the power of the Codex. He begins to question whether the sacrifice would be worth it to achieve immortality. Demonic entities attempt to seduce him, offering him riches and power in exchange for his full commitment to the book. Elijah is torn between the temptation of power and the fear of consequences. He seeks advice from friends and colleagues in the library, but many are reluctant to believe his stories or fear being drawn into the dark world of the Codex. Elias discovers the Codex was written by an ancient wizard who made a pact with infernal forces. The wizard has paid a terrible price for immortality, and Elijah realizes he must break the cycle before it's too late. In a final effort to redeem himself, Elijah decides to destroy the Codex. He faces an epic battle against the entities that persecute him, using all the power he has acquired. At the climax, Elijah makes a final sacrifice, destroying the Codex, and with it, his own life. The final episode reveals that Elijah managed to destroy the Codex, thereby saving humanity from its clutches. However, his sacrifice is not in vain, as he leaves behind a legacy of wisdom and a warning to future scholars about the dangers of the quest for immortality.